As the first rays of sunlight spill across the endless African savanna, the land awakens in a golden glow, revealing a world both breathtaking and unforgiving. The vast plains stretch as far as the eye can see, dotted with acacia trees and teeming with life, yet beneath this serene beauty lies a stage set for one of nature's most enduring dramas. This immense landscape, shaped by millennia of evolution, is not merely a backdrop, but an active participant in the struggle for survival. Every blade of grass, every shadow, and every distant silhouette plays a role in the intricate web of life that defines the savanna. As the morning mist lingers above the plains, the air is thick with anticipation. Here, an ancient rivalry is poised to reignite, a conflict that has persisted for thousands of years, shaping the destinies of two of Africa's most formidable predators. The lion and the hyena, both apex predators, are locked in a relentless contest for supremacy. Their competition is not simply for food, but for territory, influence, and the very right to exist at the top of the food chain. This rivalry is etched into the very fabric of the savanna, a timeless battle that unfolds in countless encounters, some brief and tense, others explosive and violent. Each confrontation is a test of strength, intelligence, and willpower. The roots of this conflict run deep. It is not born of malice, but of necessity. Both species are driven by the same primal needs: to feed, to protect their young, and to secure their place in a world where only the strongest and most adaptable survive. Their story is written in tooth and claw, in the scars that mark their bodies and the strategies that define their lives. Every encounter is a chapter in a saga that has shaped not only their species but the entire ecosystem around them. On one side stands the lion, the undisputed king of beasts. With its muscular frame, powerful jaws, and regal mane, the lion is a symbol of raw strength and authority. Its presence alone can alter the behavior of every animal within earshot. The lion's roar, echoing across the plains, is both a warning and a proclamation. It marks territory, asserts dominance, and unites the pride. This vocalization, which can be heard up to 5 miles away, is a testament to the lion's power and its role as a keystone species. Unlike any other big cat, lions are truly social creatures. They live in prides, complex family units that rely on cooperation and communication. Each member has a role. Lionesses hunt and care for the young, while males defend the territory and the pride from intruders. This social structure is the foundation of their success. Through teamwork, lions can bring down prey much larger than themselves, and their coordinated efforts allow them to defend their kills from rivals, including the ever-watchful hyenas. Opposing them is the spotted hyena, a creature often misunderstood and underestimated. With its sloping back, powerful jaws, and haunting vocalizations, the hyena is a master of adaptation and survival. Far from being mere scavengers, hyenas are among the most efficient hunters in Africa. Their intelligence rivals that of primates, and their hunting strategies are as sophisticated as those of any predator on the savanna. Hyenas live in large matriarchal clans, sometimes numbering over 80 individuals. Led by a dominant female, these clans are tightly knit, with complex social hierarchies and intricate communication systems. Their teamwork and endurance allow them to outlast and outmaneuver even the most formidable opponents. The battleground for this rivalry is as vast as it is varied, stretching from the open grasslands of the Serengeti to the lush, wildlife-rich Ngorongoro crater. Each region presents unique challenges and opportunities, shaping the strategies and behaviors of both lions and hyenas. Here, the daily drama of predator and prey unfolds in a never-ending cycle. Antelope, zebra, and wildebeest are watched by sharp eyes and keen noses, every movement scrutinized for weakness or opportunity. As dusk falls, the tension in the air becomes palpable. Every creature senses the shift, knowing that the coming darkness will bring both danger and opportunity. The rivalry between lions and hyenas is among the fiercest in the animal kingdom. Their confrontations are not just about food, but about asserting dominance, defending territory, and ensuring the survival of their kin. Despite their differences, lions and hyenas share remarkable similarities. Both are highly social, intelligent, and adaptable, with complex societies that rely on cooperation and communication. In many ways, they are reflections of each other, rivals shaped by the same evolutionary pressures. Their ongoing struggle is not a simple tale of good versus evil, but a dynamic force that drives the health and balance of the entire savanna. By competing for resources, they prevent any one species from becoming too dominant, ensuring diversity and resilience in the ecosystem. As the sun dips below the horizon, both lions and hyenas become more active. The cooling air signals the start of a new round in their ancient contest, as each predator prepares to hunt, defend, and survive. Night on the savanna is a time of heightened senses and sharpened instincts. The darkness conceals both hunter and hunted, and every sound is amplified in the stillness. Both lions and hyenas are at their most formidable under the cover of night. Their eyes, adapted to low light, scan the darkness for movement, while their ears catch the faintest rustle or call. Each uses its unique strengths, lions with their power and stealth, hyenas with their stamina and teamwork, to outwit both prey and rival. The nocturnal world is alive with sound. The soft tread of hooves, the distant whoop of a hyena, the low rumble of a lion's growl. These are the sounds of survival, a nightly symphony that echoes across the plains. In the darkness, every shadow could be a threat, every movement a potential beginning to a chase or a clash. The savanna becomes a realm of uncertainty where only the most skilled and determined will prevail. This is the ultimate showdown, a contest of strength, strategy, and endurance that has played out for countless generations. Here, victory means survival, and defeat can mean starvation or death. In this ancient rivalry, every night brings a new chapter, and the balance of the savanna hangs in the outcome. The male lion is an enduring symbol of the African wilderness, a creature whose presence commands respect and awe across the savanna. But there is far more to this majestic animal than his thunderous roar. Weighing up to 250 kilograms, the male lion is a powerhouse of muscle and sinew. His broad shoulders and formidable jaws are designed for strength, allowing him to deliver a bite that can crush bone and subdue even the most formidable prey or rival. The lion's mane, thick and impressive, is more than a display of beauty. It acts as a shield, protecting his neck and throat during violent clashes with other males. The darker and fuller the mane, the more intimidating he appears, signaling his health and dominance to both rivals and potential mates. His roar, which can reach up to 114 decibels and travel over 8 kilometers, is a declaration of power and territory. It is a warning to all who hear it. This land is claimed, and any intruder risks a deadly confrontation. Yet beneath this image of raw power lies a deeply social animal. The lion's survival is intricately tied to the strength and unity of his pride, a complex family group that is the foundation of his existence. Lions are unique among big cats for their highly developed social structure. Unlike their solitary relatives, they thrive in groups, forming bonds that are reinforced through grooming, play, and cooperative living. A typical pride consists of several related lionesses, their cubs, and a coalition of adult males who have fought for the right to lead. These males may be brothers or close relatives working together to defend their family. The social bonds within a pride are the key to their success. Cooperation is essential, whether in hunting, raising young, or defending territory. At the heart of the pride are the lionesses. These females are often sisters, mothers, and daughters, forming lifelong alliances that strengthen the group. Lionesses are the primary hunters, using their agility, speed, and intelligence to coordinate complex hunts. They work together with remarkable precision, often fanning out to encircle and ambush large prey such as zebra and wildebeest. This teamwork dramatically increases their hunting success, allowing them to bring down animals much larger than themselves, an achievement few predators can match. Beyond hunting, lionesses are devoted caregivers. They raise their cubs communally, nursing and protecting not only their own offspring, but those of their sisters as well. This shared responsibility ensures the survival of the next generation. The role of the male is different, but no less vital. He is the guardian of the pride, standing watch over his family and territory. While he may hunt less frequently, his primary duty is to patrol the boundaries of the pride's domain, ensuring that no rival males or other threats encroach upon their land. He marks territory with scent and sound, roaring to announce his presence and deter intruders, be they other lions or competing predators. Protecting the pride is a relentless task, demanding constant vigilance and the strength to confront any danger that threatens the group. When the pride targets exceptionally large prey, such as a Cape buffalo or a towering giraffe, the male's superior size and power become indispensable. His intervention can mean the difference between a successful hunt and a dangerous failure. As apex predators, lions are essential to the health of the savanna. Their presence shapes the ecosystem, influencing the behavior and populations of countless other species. By preying on large herbivores, lions help regulate these populations, preventing overgrazing and maintaining the delicate balance of the grasslands, and they often select the weakest, oldest, or sickest individuals, which strengthens the herds and promotes the health of the ecosystem as a whole. The lion is not merely a king in name, he is a keystone species, a vital force in the circle of life that defines the African plains. His presence ensures that the intricate balance between predator and prey endures, sustaining the vibrant world of the savanna for generations to come. In the heart of the African savanna, two of nature's most formidable survivors reign supreme: the spotted hyena and the lion. Each has evolved a unique set of adaptations, strategies, and social structures that allow them to thrive in one of the world's harshest environments. The spotted hyena is a marvel of resilience and resourcefulness. Far from being just a scavenger, the hyena is a highly skilled hunter, responsible for catching the majority of its own food. Their hunting tactics are a blend of endurance, teamwork, and cunning. With large, powerful hearts, hyenas can chase prey for miles, relying on sheer stamina to wear down even the swiftest antelope or zebra. Their muscular build and sloped backs are perfectly suited for long-distance pursuits across the open plains. Hyenas possess one of the most powerful bites in the animal kingdom, delivering a force of over 1,100 psi. This allows them to crush bones with ease, extracting vital nutrients like marrow that other predators cannot reach. Their digestive systems are uniquely adapted to process not just flesh, but also bone, hide, and hooves, ensuring that almost nothing goes to waste. This remarkable ability makes them the ultimate recyclers of the savanna, preventing disease and returning nutrients to the ecosystem. Socially, hyenas are among the most complex mammals on Earth. They live in large clans that can number up to 80 individuals, governed by a strict matriarchal hierarchy. The dominant female leads the clan, and her daughters inherit her high rank, ensuring that power remains within the female lineage. Social status is reinforced through intricate displays of dominance, vocalizations, and ritualized interactions. The alpha female not only leads the most important hunts, but also claims the choicest portions of every meal. Communication is key to their survival. Hyenas use a sophisticated language of whoops, giggles, and groans to coordinate hunts, signal danger, and maintain social bonds. Their keen sense of smell can detect a carcass from miles away, making them both efficient hunters and opportunistic scavengers. Working together, a clan can bring down prey much larger than themselves, such as wildebeest or even young buffalo, using intelligent strategies to isolate and overwhelm their targets. Lions, too, are masters of survival, but their approach is different. The lion pride is a tightly knit family unit, usually led by a coalition of males and composed mostly of related females and their cubs. Lionesses are the primary hunters, working together with precision and stealth to ambush prey. Their cooperative hunting tactics allow them to take down large animals like buffalo, giraffe, and even young elephants. The males, with their imposing size and strength, defend the pride's territory from rivals and protect the cubs from threats. Lions are built for power and speed. Their muscular bodies, retractable claws, and sharp teeth make them formidable predators. While they lack the hyena's bone-crushing bite, their sheer strength and teamwork give them an edge in bringing down massive prey. After a successful hunt, the pride feasts together, with a strict pecking order determining who eats first. Cubs are nurtured and protected by the entire pride, ensuring the next generation's survival. Both lions and hyenas are highly adaptable, able to survive periods of scarcity by shifting their diets and hunting strategies. When prey is scarce, hyenas may scavenge more, while lions may steal kills from other predators or target smaller animals. Their resilience is tested daily by drought, competition, and the ever-present threat of injury, yet both species endure, adapting to the changing rhythms of the savanna. The rivalry between lions and hyenas is legendary, but it is also a testament to their shared mastery of survival. Each species pushes the other to evolve, honing their skills and strategies in a never-ending contest for dominance. Yet, both play vital roles in maintaining the balance of their ecosystem. Hyenas, as the cleanup crew, prevent the spread of disease and recycle nutrients, while lions help regulate herbivore populations and maintain the health of prey species. In the end, the savanna's ultimate survivors are not defined by brute strength alone, but by their intelligence, adaptability, and the intricate social bonds that hold their societies together. Whether it's the matriarchal order of the hyena clan or the cooperative might of the lion pride, these apex predators embody the relentless spirit of survival that defines the African wilderness. The rivalry between lions and hyenas reaches its most intense and dramatic moments at the sight of a fresh kill. Here the air is thick with tension, as both species know that every meal could mean the difference between survival and starvation. The savanna becomes a battleground, and the prize, a hard-won carcass, is fiercely contested. With up to 60% of their diets overlapping, both lions and hyenas are drawn to the same prey. When a kill is made, it acts as a magnet, pulling in rival predators from across the plains. The initial moments are chaotic. Hyenas may arrive first, their keen sense of smell and relentless stamina allowing them to track down a fresh carcass quickly. But the arrival of lions changes everything. These confrontations are not rare. They are woven into the daily rhythm of life on the savanna. Each encounter is a test of strength, strategy, and nerve, with both sides constantly adapting their tactics to outmaneuver the other. The outcome of these battles often hinges on numbers. Both lions and hyenas are social hunters, and their group dynamics play a crucial role in these high-stakes confrontations. A pride of lions, especially when united, can present an intimidating wall of muscle and teeth, but a large hyena clan, with its relentless energy and coordinated attacks, can tip the balance in their favor. A lone lioness, separated from her pride, may bravely defend her kill against one or two hyenas, using her size and ferocity to keep them at bay. She will snarl, charge, and swipe with her powerful paws, aiming to intimidate her adversaries. But when an entire clan descends, the odds shift dramatically. Hyenas will encircle her, darting in and out, testing her defenses and looking for any sign of weakness. It often takes a numerical advantage of 3 hyenas to 1 lion before the clan feels confident enough to launch a full assault. The hyenas work together, using their numbers to distract and harass the lion, while others dart in to snatch mouthfuls of meat. Their high-pitched whoops and cackles serve as both a rallying cry and a psychological weapon, sowing confusion and fear. Stealing a kill, kleptoparasitism, is a common and effective strategy for both species. Hyenas may shadow a pride of lions, waiting for the right moment to rush in and snatch the remains of a meal. Conversely, lions, with their superior strength, may simply barge in and take over a hyena kill, scattering the clan with a show of force. The balance of power is not fixed. It shifts with the landscape and the makeup of each group. In open grasslands, where visibility is high, lions may have the advantage, able to spot and confront hyenas from a distance. In denser terrain, hyenas can use their agility and numbers to outmaneuver their rivals. In places like the Ngorongoro crater, where lion prides are especially large and powerful, they dominate these encounters. Here, lions are the primary thieves, often seizing up to 71% of hyena kills. Their sheer size and unity allow them to overwhelm even the most determined hyena clans. Lions use their imposing presence to full effect. A single charge, a deep roar, or a show of aggression is often enough to send hyenas scattering, leaving the carcass to the victors. However, in other regions, such as Chobe National Park, the dynamic is reversed. Here, hyena clans are larger, more organized, and emboldened by their numbers. In these areas, hyenas have been observed overwhelming lions, using relentless harassment and coordinated attacks to drive them away from kills. The hyenas' strategy is to wear down their opponent, attacking from all sides, nipping at legs and tails, and never allowing the lion a moment's rest. When neither side yields, the result is a brutal clash. Lions and hyenas engage in violent, sometimes fatal battles. Powerful jaws snap, claws rake flesh, and the air is filled with snarls and screams. These are not mere displays. They are life and death struggles, with real consequences for both sides. Lions are responsible for a significant percentage of adult hyena deaths, sometimes accounting for up to 70% in certain regions. Their attacks are swift and merciless, often targeting the weakest or most isolated members of the clan. Male lions, in particular, display a deep-seated aggression toward hyenas. They will often kill a hyena not for food, but simply to eliminate a competitor. Their attacks are calculated and brutal, designed to send a clear message to the rest of the clan. A male lion will single out an isolated hyena, using his immense strength to overpower it. With a powerful bite to the neck or spine, he can end the confrontation in seconds, demonstrating the lethal efficiency of his tactics. Hyenas, for their part, rely on teamwork and persistence. When they encounter a solitary lion or lioness, they will surround their foe, darting in to bite and harass, then retreating before the lion can retaliate. This relentless pressure can eventually force even the most determined lion to abandon its meal. These battles are a raw, unfiltered display of nature's brutality. Every tactic, every maneuver is honed by generations of conflict. The savannah is a stage for this ongoing drama, where only the most cunning and resilient survive. Victory is never guaranteed. Sometimes, after a prolonged standoff, neither side is willing to risk further injury, and both retreat, leaving the carcass to scavengers, or returning later when the odds have shifted. A large, cohesive lion pride, especially one with several adult males, forms a formidable defensive unit. They will position themselves in a circle around the kill, facing outward, ready to repel any hyena that dares approach. Their coordinated defense can hold off even the most determined hyena clan. When the pride is strong and united, their success rate in defending a kill can reach as high as 65%. The lions feed in relative peace, their teamwork and strength having secured their prize. Hyenas, however, are masters of communication. Their eerie whoops and calls can summon reinforcements from miles away. In a matter of minutes, a handful of hyenas can become a formidable mob, their numbers turning the tide of battle in an instant. This constant struggle for every meal This ever-shifting contest of strength, strategy, and willpower is the essence of the relationship between lions and hyenas. It is a defining feature of the savanna ecosystem, a never-ending battle where only the most adaptable and determined survive. The African savanna is a vast, ever-changing tapestry, shaped by powerful natural forces and the intricate dance of its animal inhabitants. Here, the rivalry between lions and hyenas is not just a contest of strength and cunning, but a constant adaptation to a battlefield that is in perpetual flux. Each year, the arrival of the rainy season, typically beginning in November, ushers in a dramatic transformation. Heavy clouds gather and release torrents of rain, soaking the parched earth and breathing new life into the landscape. The once barren plains erupt in a sea of emerald as grasses surge skyward, sometimes reaching heights of 5 feet. This explosion of growth is not merely cosmetic, it fundamentally alters the dynamics of predator and prey. For lions, the tall grass is a boon. These apex predators, renowned for their patience and stealth, use the dense vegetation as a natural cloak, allowing them to approach unsuspecting prey with near invisibility. With this cover, lions can close the distance to their targets, reducing the risk of detection and increasing their hunting success rate by as much as 40%. The savanna becomes a stage for ambush, where every blade of grass is a potential hiding place. The hunt transforms into a high-stakes game of stealth and surprise, with lions relying on their acute senses and explosive power to secure a meal. Yet the rainy season is not without its challenges for these big cats. The very grass that conceals them also obscures their view, making it difficult to spot prey from a distance. Prey animals such as wildebeest and zebra can vanish into the green expanse, forcing lions to rely more on sound and scent than sight. The tall grass becomes a double-edged sword, offering both opportunity and obstacle. The rains also turn the ground into a slick, muddy quagmire. Lions, whose hunting style depends on short, explosive sprints, find their footing treacherous, their speed blunted by the slippery terrain. In contrast, hyenas, nimble, sure-footed and built for endurance, navigate the muddy plains with ease. Their stamina allows them to cover vast distances, and their agility gives them an edge in these challenging conditions. The abundance of fresh grass draws herds of herbivores far and wide, scattering them across the rejuvenated plains. Both lions and hyenas must now travel greater distances, sometimes up to 15 miles a day, in pursuit of prey, expending more energy and increasing the risk of encounters with rivals. As the months pass and the rains fade, the savanna undergoes another dramatic shift. The dry season arrives and the lush greenery withers beneath the relentless sun. The landscape transforms into a harsh, open expanse. Grasses die back, leaving the earth cracked and exposed, and the once abundant cover for predators vanishes. Water becomes scarce, and the remaining rivers and waterholes draw animals from miles around. These oases become hotspots of activity and conflict. With prey and predators alike forced into close quarters, confrontations between lions and hyenas become more frequent and intense. The competition for resources reaches its peak. The lack of cover makes ambushes difficult for lions. They must now rely on chance encounters, opportunistic scavenging, or even attempting to steal kills from other predators. The searing heat of the dry season forces lions to adapt their behavior. They reduce their daytime activity by up to 20%, seeking shade beneath acacia trees and conserving energy for the cooler hours of dusk and night. Hyenas, on the other hand, are remarkably resilient in the face of these harsh conditions. Their bodies are better equipped to handle heat, allowing them to remain active for longer periods during the day. Their exceptional sense of smell enables them to detect carcasses from miles away, a crucial advantage when food is scarce. Hyenas can efficiently locate and exploit every available resource, often arriving at kills before other scavengers. In recent years, the savanna's cycles have grown more extreme. Climate change has brought longer, hotter, dry seasons and shorter but more intense rainy periods. These shifts amplify the challenges faced by all animals, altering migration patterns, food availability, and the very structure of the ecosystem. The mounting environmental pressures ripple through the food chain, straining prey populations and intensifying the ancient rivalry between lions and hyenas. As the savanna's battlefield shifts with every season, both predators must continually adapt, their fates forever entwined in the relentless struggle for survival. Once a year, the savanna transforms into a living river of life and death as the Great Migration unfolds across the vast plains. Over 1 million wildebeest, joined by hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, surge forward in a relentless quest for fresh grazing and water. The air vibrates with the sound of hooves, and the ground trembles beneath the weight of their numbers. This epic migration, dictated by the rhythm of the rains, is a double-edged sword for the predators that stalk the savanna. For lions and hyenas, it is a season of both immense opportunity and fierce competition. The sudden influx of prey is like a moving banquet, a rare time when food is abundant and the rules of survival shift. Both lions and hyenas find themselves surrounded by a glut of potential meals, but this abundance brings its own set of challenges. For lion prides, whose territories intersect the migration routes, the landscape becomes a land of plenty. The pride can rest in the tall grass, watching as herds pass by in an endless procession. With so many animals streaming through, prey is never far away. The lions are able to hunt with less effort, conserving energy for the times when food is scarce. The pride can afford to be choosy, focusing on the weakest, youngest, or most vulnerable individuals. This selectivity increases their hunting success and reduces the risk of injury from dangerous prey. The bounty of the migration allows lionesses to nourish themselves and their cubs, building up reserves of strength. Well-fed mothers can produce more milk, and cubs grow faster and stronger, improving the pride's long-term survival prospects. Yet this period of plenty is fleeting. As the herds move on, the savanna empties and the lions are left behind, watching the abundance fade into the distance. When the migration passes, the lions must adapt quickly. Resident prey is fewer and far more cautious, having survived countless hunts. The lions must work harder, relying on patience, teamwork, and experience to secure a meal. For hyena clans, the migration is equally transformative. Their keen senses and stamina allow them to shadow the herds for miles, always alert for opportunity. Hyenas are tireless travelers, able to cover vast distances in pursuit of the herds. Their mobility means they can exploit food sources wherever the migration leads. The chaos of the moving herds creates countless chances for the hyenas. In the confusion, animals are separated and the weak or injured are left behind. Hyenas excel at targeting these stragglers. Working together, a clan can quickly bring down an isolated animal, turning the confusion of the migration into a deadly advantage. The river crossings are among the most perilous moments of the migration. Many wildebeest perish, swept away by currents or seized by crocodiles, leaving behind a trail of carcasses. For hyenas, these riverbanks become a feast. Their powerful jaws can crush bones and devour what others leave behind, making the most of every opportunity. But abundance does not erase rivalry. When lions and hyenas converge on a carcass, tension crackles in the air. Each group must weigh the risks and rewards of confrontation. The sheer number of kills during migration means these encounters are frequent. Both species are emboldened by the promise of easy meals, and neither is willing to back down without a fight. The stakes are high. A single meal can mean the difference between strength and starvation, especially for nursing mothers or growing cubs and pups. Both lions and hyenas are prepared to risk injury to secure their share. Every kill becomes a magnet for other predators and scavengers. The competition is fierce, and the window to feed is short before the carcass is stripped clean. In this supercharged atmosphere, the ancient rivalry between lions and hyenas intensifies. Every feast is a battleground, every carcass a prize. Both species must balance aggression with caution, seizing every opportunity while navigating the ever-present threat of injury or loss. The migration is a time of plenty, but also a test of strategy, strength, and survival for both lions and hyenas. Lions and hyenas do not exist in a vacuum. Their lives are woven into the intricate tapestry of the savannah, where every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, plays a vital role in maintaining the balance of this ecosystem. The savannah is a living network of relationships, where the actions of one species ripple outward, affecting countless others. Lions and hyenas are apex predators, but their daily existence is shaped by a multitude of interactions with other animals, predators, prey, and scavengers alike. Take the solitary leopard, for example. This elusive cat is a master of stealth and avoidance, navigating the dangers posed by larger, more powerful competitors. To safeguard its hard-earned meals, the leopard hauls its prey high into the branches of trees. This remarkable adaptation keeps its food out of reach from most rivals, allowing it to feed in relative safety. Yet even this strategy is not foolproof. A determined lioness, driven by hunger and opportunity, can scale trees with surprising agility, sometimes robbing the leopard of its prize. Lions pose a constant threat to leopards, not only as competitors for food, but as direct dangers. In fact, lions are responsible for a significant number of adult leopard deaths, forcing leopards to remain ever vigilant. The web of life extends far beyond these big cats. Herbivores, scavengers, and even birds all play their part in shaping the dynamics of the savannah. Vultures, for instance, are the savannah's watchful sentinels. Their keen eyesight allows them to spot a carcass from miles away, and their circling flight is a signal that draws the attention of every predator and scavenger in the area. This aerial announcement acts as an open invitation, summoning lions, hyenas, jackals, and other scavengers from great distances. The promise of a meal sets the stage for intense competition and cooperation among these species. When multiple species converge on a single carcass, the scene can quickly devolve into chaos. Lions and hyenas may clash violently, while smaller scavengers dart in to snatch morsels whenever possible. The original owner of the kill must eat quickly or risk losing everything. Even the formidable African buffalo, known as Black Death, is a key player in this ecosystem. Their massive herds shape the landscape, grazing down grasses and opening up new areas for other species. Hunting a buffalo is a dangerous and demanding task, requiring the full cooperation and coordination of a lion pride. A failed hunt can leave lions injured, hungry, and vulnerable to other predators or scavengers. The elephant, the largest land animal on Earth, is a true keystone species. Its presence and behavior have far-reaching effects on the savannah's structure and the lives of countless other animals. Elephants reshape the landscape by pushing over trees, creating open grasslands and waterholes. These changes provide new habitats and resources for a wide variety of species, from grazing antelope to nesting birds. At waterholes, elephants command respect. Their sheer size and strength mean that even the most fearsome predators, including lions and hyenas, must wait their turn, highlighting the subtle hierarchies that exist among savanna inhabitants. While adult elephants are rarely threatened, a vulnerable calf or ailing individual may become a target for a desperate pride of lions. Such attempts are rare and fraught with peril. The protective instincts of a mother elephant are legendary. When her calf is threatened, she becomes one of the most formidable forces in nature, capable of driving off even the boldest predators. This intricate network of relationships, predation, competition, cooperation, and mutual benefit demonstrates that the savannah is not just a battleground, but a community. Every species, from the smallest insect to the mightiest elephant, has a role to play and an impact on the others. The cheetah, for example, relies on its unmatched speed to catch prey, but its slender build makes it vulnerable. More powerful lions and hyenas often steal its hard-won meals, forcing the cheetah to hunt more frequently and remain ever alert. Jackals, ever opportunistic, follow the larger predators, waiting patiently for scraps. Their presence ensures that little goes to waste, as they clean up the remains left behind by the bigger carnivores. Every interaction, from the silent flight of a vulture to the thunderous charge of a buffalo, adds another layer of complexity to the lives of lions and hyenas. These moments of drama and tension are the result of countless interdependencies. The rivalry between lions and hyenas is just one thread in the vast, interconnected story of the African plains, a story where survival depends on adaptation, cooperation, and the delicate balance of nature's complex web. For thousands of years, the greatest threat to a lion or a hyena was another predator. But the savanna is a living, ever-changing landscape, and new dangers are always emerging, some subtle, some sudden, and all capable of shifting the delicate balance of power. Extreme weather events, once rare, now strike with increasing frequency. Torrential rains can flood dens and hunting grounds, while prolonged droughts parch the land, leaving waterholes dry and prey animals scarce. In times of drought, lions and hyenas are forced to travel vast distances in search of water, risking exhaustion and dangerous encounters with rival predators along the way. Swarms of insects such as locusts can strip the savanna of vegetation in a matter of days, leaving herbivores starving and predators with little to hunt. When prey animals grow weak from hunger, their populations can crash, sending shockwaves through the food chain and forcing lions and hyenas into desperate competition for every meal. Disease, too, is an ever-present threat. Outbreaks of illnesses like anthrax or canine distemper can sweep through herds and packs, decimating prey and predator alike. Parasites and infections can weaken even the strongest lions and hyenas, making them vulnerable to injury, starvation, or attack by rivals. Invasive plant species can alter the landscape, crowding out the native grasses that support the vast herds of grazers. As the ecosystem shifts, so too do the fortunes of its top predators. Wildfires, sparked by lightning or the intense heat of the dry season, can sweep across the plains with terrifying speed, destroying cover, scattering prey, and leaving both lions and hyenas exposed and hungry. As water becomes scarce, dangerous bottlenecks form at the few remaining waterholes. Here, lions and hyenas must contend not only with each other, but with crocodiles, leopards, and other opportunistic hunters. Large herbivores, such as elephants and buffalo, fiercely defend these precious resources, sometimes driving predators away or even injuring them in the struggle for survival. In these harsh times, the youngest and weakest are often the first to suffer. Cubs and pups may go hungry, and entire generations can be lost to a single season of hardship. Even the scavengers grow bolder, descending in greater numbers to compete for every scrap of meat, making it harder for lions and hyenas to defend their kills. Occasionally, new predators move into the region, drawn by shifting prey patterns or changing landscapes. Wild dogs, cheetahs, and even leopards can upset the established order, forcing lions and hyenas to adapt or risk losing their place at the top. These encounters can be fierce and unpredictable, with alliances shifting and rivalries intensifying as each species fights for survival. The savanna is a place of constant change, where every day brings new challenges and dangers. For lions and hyenas, survival depends not just on strength or cunning, but on their ability to adapt to an ever-evolving world. In this unpredictable environment, the ancient rivalry between lions and hyenas is shaped as much by the forces of nature as by their own actions. The new threats they face are as varied as the savanna itself, unseen, unpredictable, and relentless. The survival of these iconic predators now depends on their resilience, their adaptability, and their ability to weather the storms, both literal and metaphorical, that sweep across their ancient home. In the end, it is the unpredictable forces of the wild that will write the next chapter in the story of lions and hyenas on the savannah. As the first rays of sunlight stretch across the vast African savannah, a new day begins for its most iconic predators. Despite the immense challenges that have shaped their existence, there is a profound sense of hope for the future of lions and hyenas in these wild lands. Across the grasslands, lion prides thrive in close-knit family groups, their bonds forged through years of cooperation and survival. Cubs play in the golden light, learning the skills they will need to one day lead the pride. The matriarchs, wise and vigilant, guide their families with a deep understanding of the land and its rhythms. Hyenas, too, move with purpose across the plains. Their clans are complex societies, built on intricate social hierarchies and remarkable intelligence. Young hyenas are nurtured in communal dens where they learn to communicate, strategize, and adapt to the ever-changing world around them. The ancient rivalry between lions and hyenas is more than a battle for dominance. It is a delicate dance that maintains the balance of the ecosystem. Each species plays a vital role. Lions as powerful hunters, hyenas as both formidable predators and skilled scavengers. Their interactions shape the populations of prey animals, influence the distribution of resources, and ensure the health of the savannah. As the seasons shift, both lions and hyenas traverse vast distances in search of food and water. Their movements connect distant parts of the ecosystem, allowing for the flow of genes and the renewal of life. The open savannah, dotted with acacia trees and winding rivers, offers endless opportunities for exploration and survival. Wildlife corridors, natural pathways through the landscape, enable these animals to roam freely, ensuring that populations remain healthy and resilient. Through these corridors, lions and hyenas encounter new challenges and opportunities, strengthening their species for generations to come. The savannah itself is a living, breathing entity, shaped by the presence of its apex predators. The calls of lions echo at dusk, signaling territory and unity. The whoops and cackles of hyenas fill the night, a testament to their resourcefulness and adaptability. Every sound, every movement, is a thread in the intricate tapestry of life. The future of lions and hyenas is written in their ability to adapt, to learn, and to persevere. Their survival depends on the strength of their social bonds, the wisdom passed down through generations, and the resilience that has carried them through countless trials. As the sun sets and the savannah is bathed in golden hues, the roar of the lion and the haunting call of the hyena remind us that these creatures are the heartbeat of Africa. Their presence ensures the wild spirit of the land endures, untamed and free. The story of lions and hyenas is one of survival, adaptation, and hope. As long as the savannah stretches to the horizon, and as long as these magnificent animals roam its grasses, the future remains bright, a testament to the enduring power and beauty of the wild. Beneath the vast sky, the savannah teems with more than just lions and hyenas. In the shadows and on the wind, other scavengers play their silent but vital roles in this ever-turning circle of life. Among the grasses, sharp-eyed jackals dart between the remnants of a lion's feast, their noses twitching as they search for overlooked scraps. With nimble paws and quick wits, jackals excel at seizing opportunity, slipping past the larger predators to claim their share. Their calls ripple across the plains, signaling not just hunger, but the intricate communication that binds their small families together. High above, dark silhouettes spiral in the thermals. Vultures, masters of the air, survey the land with unmatched patience. Their keen eyesight locks onto the smallest movement, their wings carrying them effortlessly for miles. When a hunt concludes or a battle ends, vultures descend in silent unison, their arrival a sign that the savannah wastes nothing. With powerful beaks and specialized stomachs, they strip clean what others leave behind, ensuring that disease does not take root and that nutrients return swiftly to the soil. The relationship between these scavengers and the apex predators is complex. Lions and hyenas may guard their kills fiercely, but even they cannot consume every morsel. Jackals and vultures wait for their moment, sometimes in uneasy truce, sometimes in tense competition. When hyenas crack open bones with their powerful jaws, vultures gather nearby, ready to pick at the fragments. Jackals, small but daring, weave through the chaos, snatching pieces before they vanish. Each species, from the mightiest lion to the smallest insect, plays a part in the grand design. Together, these scavengers form a living cleanup crew, recycling the remains of life and death across the plains. Their presence ensures that nothing is wasted and that the land remains fertile for those who follow. In this delicate balance, the jackal's cunning and the vulture's vigilance are just as essential as the lion's strength and the hyena's resilience. As dusk settles and the golden grasses fade into shadow, the unsung guardians of the savannah melt back into the landscape. Their work is quiet but profound, a reminder that every creature, no matter its role, contributes to the enduring harmony of the wild. As the seasons shift and the rains become more unpredictable, the savannah faces a new and relentless adversary: drought. Rivers that once carved lifelines through the grasslands shrink to dusty channels. Watering holes, once bustling with herds, now lie cracked under the unforgiving sun. The once abundant prey animals grow scarce, their numbers dwindling as the land withers. For lions, the challenge is immediate and profound. Once masters of ambush in tall green grasses, they now prowl through brittle golden stalks that offer little cover. Each hunt demands more energy, more patience, and often more risk. Hunger sharpens their instincts, and the pride's bonds are tested as they travel farther and fight harder for every meal. Hyenas, the opportunists of the plains, also feel the strain. Their powerful clans, built on cooperation and cunning, must split into smaller groups to search wider areas for food and water. The night is filled with their calls, sometimes triumphant, sometimes desperate, as they scavenge for carrion or attempt to bring down weakened prey. Competition between rival clans intensifies, and the boundary lines between lion and hyena territories blur as both are pushed to the edge. The rivalry between these apex predators grows fiercer in the face of scarcity. Battles over carcasses erupt more frequently, their encounters marked by raw desperation. A single meal can mean the difference between survival and starvation for an entire pride or clan. The once predictable patterns of the savannah fracture, replaced by a tense and shifting struggle. Yet in this harsh new reality, adaptation becomes the key to endurance. Lions learn to hunt at unusual hours, taking advantage of the cooler dawn and dusk. They watch hyenas more closely, sometimes trailing them to potential kills or leftovers. Hyenas, in turn, become even more resourceful, cooperating to chase down prey that would have once been beyond their reach, or scavenging from smaller animals that thrive in these altered conditions. The drought is not just a test of strength, but of resilience and ingenuity. Every decision matters. Every opportunity is seized. The savannah's great rivalry is reshaped, not by tooth and claw alone, but by the relentless force of a changing world. In the face of adversity, both lion and hyena are pushed to their limits, yet their determination endures. As the sun sets over the parched grasslands, a fragile hope remains. The next rain may be distant, but the spirit of survival runs deep, etched into every paw print, and echoed in every call that rises over the silent plains. Communication is a silent force that shapes every encounter on the savannah. For both lions and hyenas, a complex web of signals and sounds guides their actions, especially during hunts and confrontations. Within a lion pride, communication begins with the subtlest cues. A flick of the tail, a flattening of the ears, or a low, barely audible grunt can signal intent or readiness to move. As the pride stalks its prey, individuals synchronize their movements, spreading out in a silent crescent. A single soft chuff from the lead lioness may signal the moment to advance. When the target is in sight, a tense pause fills the air, each lion reading the body language of the others before launching into a coordinated charge. During confrontations, lions use both posture and sound to assert dominance. Deep, resonant roars roll across the grasslands, serving as warnings to rivals and rallying calls to pride members. Raised hackles, exposed teeth, and fixed, unwavering stares signal aggression. A short, sharp snarl can halt an advancing adversary in its tracks. These displays are not just threats, they are messages, honed by generations of conflict. Hyenas, too, are masters of communication, but their language is even more varied. Their iconic whoops and giggles echo through the night, each vocalization carrying a distinct meaning. A rising whoop can summon distant clan members to a kill, while a rapid, cackling giggle signals excitement or anxiety, especially during a tense standoff with lions. Body language plays a crucial role in hyena society. Submissive gestures like bowing the head or licking the muzzle of a higher-ranking clanmate maintain harmony within the group. When danger looms, hyenas stand tall, tails arched and faces tense. A chorus of growls and yips forms a vocal barrier against intruders. During hunts, hyenas communicate on the move. A sudden change in gait or a pointed glance can shift the direction of the chase. In the chaos of a communal hunt, these signals keep the clan united and focused, increasing their chances of success. When lions and hyenas clash over a carcass, their communication becomes a battle of wills. Roars meet whoops, snarls answer cackles, and every movement is measured. A lion's powerful stare might force a hyena to retreat, but a determined clan, moving in tight formation, vocalizing in unison, can sometimes drive even the fiercest lion away. In this world where survival depends on unity and cunning, the spoken and unspoken languages of lions and hyenas are as vital as tooth and claw. Each signal, each call, weaves a story of rivalry, cooperation, and the relentless quest for life in the heart of the savannah. On the savannah, survival is not inherited, it is learned. For young lions and hyenas, every day is a lesson, every moment a test. From their earliest days, the cubs of both species are immersed in a world of challenge and opportunity, where play, observation, and imitation lay the foundation for future triumphs and failures. Within a lion pride, the nursery is a place of both safety and schooling. Lionesses gather their cubs in secluded thickets, where the young tumble and wrestle under watchful eyes. These playful battles are more than simple fun, they are vital training sessions. Each pounce perfects their aim, each mock ambush hones their stealth. Through gentle nips and swats, cubs learn the limits of strength and the importance of restraint. As they grow, lion cubs become apprentices to the pride's seasoned hunters. They shadow the adults, crouching low in tall grass, mimicking the silent approach and sudden bursts of speed. When the pride brings down prey, cubs are given scraps, but they must compete fiercely with siblings and cousins. These first chaotic meals teach them to be bold, quick, and opportunistic, skills that will one day mean the difference between feast and famine. But the lessons are not only physical. Through quiet observation, cubs absorb the intricate social rules that bind the pride. They learn when to defer and when to challenge, how to read the moods of elders, and the power of unity in the hunt and in defense. For hyena cubs, the classroom is the heart of the clan's den. Here, in a maze of underground tunnels, young hyenas jostle for position and privilege. Unlike lions, hyena society is rigidly hierarchical, and dominance is established early. Fierce sibling rivalries play out in biting contests and tug-of-war over food. These skirmishes teach not only strength, but also strategy and negotiation. As they venture beyond the den, hyena cubs trail after older clan members, watching as they scavenge and hunt. They witness the clever tactics used to outwit prey or snatch a meal from lions. Older hyenas may bring back bones and scraps, allowing the young to practice crushing and tearing, skills essential for their powerful jaws. Social lessons are equally important. Cubs must learn the subtle cues of submission and alliance, the art of reading intentions in a twitch of the ear or a tilt of the head. Through constant interaction, they discover their place within the clan and the value of cooperation in overcoming larger rivals. For both lions and hyenas, the journey from playful cub to formidable adult is shaped by countless small victories and defeats. Every lesson, whether learned in the quiet shade of the den or in the heat of a contested kill, prepares them for a life where only the sharpest minds and bravest hearts will survive. In the wild, childhood is fleeting, but its lessons last a lifetime. Here, the future of the savannah is written not just in tooth and claw, but in the shared wisdom passed from one generation to the next. Across the endless grasslands, invisible boundaries shape the destinies of both lions and hyenas. These are not lines drawn on a map, but living borders, maintained and contested through an ancient language of scent and sound. For lions, territory is the heart of their existence, a vital resource to be claimed, defended, and expanded. Pride males patrol their domain tirelessly, pacing along well-worn paths, pausing to rub their faces and bodies against low branches or tufts of grass. Each touch leaves behind a unique cocktail of pheromones, a silent proclamation. This land belongs to us. In regular intervals, they spray pungent streams of urine, marking trees, rocks, and the savannah itself. These chemical messages linger for days, warning intruders and reassuring pride members of their borders. But the lions are not alone in this ritual. Hyenas, too, are masters of scent. Each clan maintains a vast network of paths called latrines, where members deposit dung and paste secretions from their anal glands onto the ground or over grass stems. The resulting odor is sharp and unmistakable, carrying complex information about the clan's size, strength, and even the health of individuals. When a hyena passes a rival's mark, it may sniff intently, then respond with a mark of its own, a bold challenge or a cautious reply. These chemical exchanges are not mere posturing. They are vital tools in the ongoing chess game between lions and hyenas. A fresh scent mark can deter a solitary hunter from venturing too far, or signal to a scouting party that reinforcements are near. Sometimes the boundaries overlap and the tension rises. Encounters at these edges are fraught with risk. A hyena raid on a lion kill, a lion pride encroaching on a hyena den. Each act is a test of nerve and numbers, often decided before a single growl is uttered. Territory shapes every aspect of their rivalry. It determines where they hunt, where they raise their young, and where they risk confrontation. A pride that loses ground may find its cubs vulnerable, its food supply dwindling. A hyena clan pushed back may be forced to scavenge in more dangerous territories, testing the limits of their cunning and cooperation. Yet these boundaries are rarely static. Seasons change, prey migrates, and the fortunes of each group rise and fall. Scent marks fade with rain and time, demanding constant renewal. The battle for territory is never truly won, only maintained day by day in a shifting landscape of power and survival. In this silent war of scents and shadows, every mark is a message, every border a story. For lions and hyenas, territory is more than land. It is the stage upon which the ancient drama of rivalry and survival endlessly unfolds.